Yeah, welcome to Spooky TV. And today we'll be talking about Silk Boss and his manager, Terro Don. Both parties recently parted ways, following allegations by Terro Don that Silk Boss, who has been his artist since inception, is simping, you know what I mean, and is allowing his girlfriend, social media personality, Brie, of coming in the way between business and friendship and relationship, you know what I mean? You know, those three things, they don't go well together, you know what I mean? Because whenever you're doing business, you know what I mean, it's best to take emotions out of it. So recently they went on a tour together in England, and both parties couldn't see eye to eye. They ended up coming back to Jamaica separately, after which Terradon went on social media to say that this artist, Silk Boss, is been programmed by his girlfriend and he won't be working with him anymore. You know what I mean? He also went on to delete Silk Boss's Instagram page, which of course he was taken care of. And this is another sad story of, a manager helping a younger artist, and, he feels like he's not being given the loyalty which he deserves. And this is why a lot of, and whenever you talk to local producers, local managers or whatever, they will tell you this is why we don't like to help young artists. Silk Boss is yet to tell his side of the story fully. However, Taradan, who beat him to the chase, is saying that they have been on video shoots when the girl is has complained that one of her slippers was broken. And Silk Boss wanted to cut the video shoot short so that he can send his manager Terradon all the way to Portmore to buy this girl a new slipper. And he's saying that things like those are very unprofessional, you know what I mean? And I would agree with him on that. Like, if your slippers is broken and your man is working because he's an artist, you might want to go and sit in the car or just, tough it out, tug it out and go barefooted until his shoot is over. You know what I mean? You, as an artist, you have to be professional. You can't allow your feelings to get involved with the money. And granted, a lot of women, they're not with you because of who you are. They are with you because of the brand, because of the fame that you have, and the riches which will come from being an artist. So you don't want to compromise your brand to please a woman. Because at the end of the day, if you should lose the fame and the fortune and the popularity which you have now, that woman will not see it fit to be with you, because that is what she was there for. You know what I mean? So as an older G to you, you know what I mean? They say that you're 19-year-old. Some people are saying that you're 18. I would advise you to put the music first and put the woman after. You know what I mean? I know that American recording artist Jaim did a song back in the day when he said, "Put that woman first, and if it wasn't funny, and it wasn't funny, I would remember." But if you should see Jaim's condition today, I mean, I'm sure even you would have given an advice to him and say, "Hey, Jaim, you should have taken the music serious and put the music first instead of putting the woman first." You know what I mean? Because time hasn't been very kind to Jaim. And so, Silk Boss, I want to tell you this: focus on your music, focus on developing yourself. You know what I mean? A real woman will stick by your side through all of that. You get me? I say you don't have to sacrifice certain things to make her happy. Just make sure you're working on you and working on the brand, and she will stay by your side. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot put the pum pum over the money, over the bag. Because without the money and without the bag, the pum pum will go elsewhere where another bag or another money is available. Also, another thing which was raised is that she posted a video recently acting like a groupie, where she was basically, vibing to another artist's song and, posting herself singing the song. You know what I mean? I'm not a jealous type of guy, and I wouldn't, allow myself to be bothered by certain silly things. You know what I mean? But as an artist, you don't want it to come off as if your female is compromised. You get me? Or will sell you out for another guy. Being an artist is a profession that is filled with egos, and the last thing you want is for your girl to be seen as if she's drooling over another artist. Next thing you want, that artist have a beef, and that artist does a verse and say, "Hey, this is your girl drooling over me," post a video, and it's over for you. That's a L in the beef. You know what I mean? So, like, females who are data artists, just try keep on herself. Keep on herself on a level where not focus on one man alone and not give credit, you know what I mean, and not give validation to another artist. You see me? I say, so if you're a groupie, you may talk to no Miss Bree. If you're a groupie, realize the man we are talk to and focus on that man and no one else. You get me? Yeah, a lot of persons won't really agree with what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. But I'm just trying to be as blunt as I can be as it relates to the streets. Another thing which they were complaining about as it relates to Silk Boss and his relationship, they were saying that that video was released on TikTok in which he was, doing some feminine dance moves along with the girl and her friends or whatever. And I would like to also advise Silk Boss, like, if you're married to this woman, fine, and you want to put the nuclear family out there that I'm a married man, like what Assassin has done and stuff, you might want to take that approach. But if you're not married to a chick and you're just dating a chick, do not like overemphasize on a relationship and start to do some little coonery stuff on the internet and whatnot, because that might compromise your image as an artist. As a male artist, you want to seem that like you're available. You can be in a relationship, but to the public eye, you must seem like you are available to women. You are supposed to seem desirable to a woman and not to a woman, and not be seen as, oh, you're out of the market. You know what I mean? Because females are the biggest supporters of music. So you want to always seem as if, hey, you can get that guy, you can get that guy, you can get that guy through the eyes of a female. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to seem like, hey, I'm this simp that is in love and blah blah blah, because female fans will get turned away by that type of thing. You get me? So I'm not saying that you cannot love your woman, you can love your woman and all of that, but be careful of how you put your image out there and thing and seem like you're locked down when you're not even married. And many people might be wondering why I'm mostly speaking to Silk Boss. It's because I'm no simp, you know what I mean? And we're not here to pet up people or whatever. So like, I'm seeing where he is in a situation where he can win and he can take a L. You know what I mean? So to me, since he's the one that's fumbling the bag, like, I need to speak to him more. And so also, you also switched from your manager, who is Terro Don, and is now alleged to be managed by your girlfriend, Brea. Please be careful of that also. We see where that has worked against people like Jada Kingdom, who has not been the same since she switched from her professional manager and teamed up with her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Your partner is not a professional musician. She's not a professional producer nor anything of that sort. So because the pum pum is good, the vagina is good, you know what I mean? Do not make it twist your mind to the point where you're now thinking that I can make this person be a good manager because the vagina is good. No, that's not how it works. Good pum pum does not equate to good music. You get me? We can see where Gully Bop went along the same line, where Gully Bop was under a good team, and he left that team to be managed by Shauna Chin, of course, because of the power of the pum pum. Surely Gully Bop's career has never been the same since, and we would hate to see this happen to Silk Boss as well. So get your production and your management team accurate and take that out of the relationship setting. Your woman should be there for emotional support. However, if she takes some tutoring, she goes to a particular camp and learns the ethics and how to do music management or whatever, and she then comes back and wants to put that in the relationship, I can see with that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying a woman is incapable of, being a manager to her man, but she would have to get those skills first, and not just because she has good pum pum. You know what I mean? Back on the same Gully Bop story, remember after he parted ways with Shauna Chin and went to the United States, he then teamed up with another person he was having a relationship with. You know what I mean? And that person ended up sending him to jail and, reduced him to what he is today. What is left of what used to be Gully Bop was all because of pum pum and vagina. You're a young guy. I understand that it's very hard to talk to young people, because when a person is like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, they swear they know everything, but you don't know everything, bro. And just make the right decisions. I'm out.